All right, in this episode of 4 High Garage, we are getting ready for a week camping trip in Big Bend National Park a week from today. So I'm not going to be able to do everything, obviously, but I do want to get everything camping related moved over from the old XJ to the new XJ, and that's going to be the box, the refrigerator, all the wiring that's associated with that, and you know, that kind of thing. So let's get to it. All right, all the wiring comes in to, I guess, basically here under the seat, and we got to get the seat out, start unwiring it all. Let's get at it. Okay, what we have here is a system, a basic system. It's not great for charging a secondary battery, which I had a secondary Optima battery in the back with that box. It is a manual cutoff switch so that you're severing the hot line from the front battery and the back battery. And then have a battery isolator, which just basically keeps fluid, like energy, going that direction towards the back. And then it all goes to this little inverter, which has been plenty, fits nicely under the seat, and the inverter power comes into it, and then it's also kind of a junction box that that allows the battery to run this, and then also get back to so basically I spliced it so the 4-gauge wire comes in. It also powers this, but then it also, off that same terminal, heads to the back and the secondary battery. So, and it seems to be working. The secondary battery does drain down if it's just sitting there and the Jeep isn't using it back there. But and I've been told that, you know, it'll wear that battery out faster than a proper charging system for it, which maybe down the road. But for now, this is going to power, goes up into here to the charging ports on the back side. I took out the cigarette ashtray and put charging ports right there for the kids in the back. And then it's also got some plugs up front. One plug plugs in, let's see, one plug plugs in the charging thing. The other thing goes to the back and is the plug for on the right side of the box. Then there is, that's it. Okay, there's only 2 plugs on it. Although on this charging, remote charging port, there is a there are 2 110 outlets, and then there's 1 or 2 USB ports. So it's worked pretty good so far. But we gotta undo all of this and put it over there. See if it's going to come through. Oh, focus. That is where I put the, you know, cigarette outlet that runs the fridge. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pull the box so I can get to the panel. Got the box pulled out, stuck in the garage. Gonna do a quick vacuuming of the glass that's back here, but you can really see the floor come up there. I think once I vacuum everything up, I might even get in there and pull the carpet back and take a closer look. So, okay, all right, I disconnected everything and pulling up the carpet, and fa-donk. Look at that. Coming out on the camera. You can see the pinch right here and the buckle right here. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, on to the center console. I think it's gonna be easier, given the wiring that I've done to it, to just take, and the fire extinguisher, just to take the whole center console and move it over there. What in the world? What did my kids put in here? Yeah, we'll just didn't see that. Just pop off there. Okay. There we go. Okie doke. Plop. Okay. Now to sort it out. Okay, so from here it comes from the battery, the alternator comes back, stops on a dead stop. If I turn it on, it should activate this, which will only allow juice to go that way. All right, here it is completed. It seems like a jumbled mess, and the only thing that I may come back and do later is I just have too much power cable coming in right here, and shorten this. But it's pretty straightforward. This is coming off of the battery. Comes to an on-off switch, comes out of that to a like a voltage regulator, and I think all it is like a big old resistor, so it just prevents it just allows current to go one direction and do what it can to charge the back battery. But I know it's not a perfect system, but it's cheap, and until I can afford something more complex, this will have to do. All right, and it comes out of that and into my little inverter, and I'm using basically the inverter as kind of a junction block. Power from there then goes back to the back battery, so this goes straight to the back battery, and everything in the back goes straight to the back battery. The plugs that you see here that go into the inverter, this one goes up and into the back of the armrest, and that's just a little power station for the kids in the back to charge their devices. This plug here running under and to the back, that goes to the outlet that's on the side of the camping box. I don't know what you call that thing, just a camp kitchen box. It's probably about as close as you can get. All right, get all the trim pieces put back in, put the seat back in, and then back to the back to finish up the wiring back there. All right, seat back in. You can see it. You can easily get to the switch. Roll it back and forth, maybe. There we go. And everything's all tucked up. Need to get the rear seat in. Got the outlet installed. And this guy's ready to go in the box. So, just need an extra pair of hands to scooch it in. Until then.
And go backwards. Yeah, and go backwards. Yeah, I end up being the backwards guy.
All right, let's see if we can. The hardest thing about installing this is these things have to...
Do they go through holes?
These holes, yeah.
Oh, there are holes there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we may have to...
Let's slide.
Do a little bit of shimmying.
Let me get in here.
Okay.
That's about it.
All right. All right, there it is, completed. Ryobi battery charger, outlets for anything you need, fridge on a slide out, drawer that's currently full of just other stuff, but camping, it gets converted to, this whole thing gets converted to sort of the camp kitchen. What I didn't quite show so far is how it's mounted. So see if I can get the focus back in here. Essentially, these holes line up with the already tie downs, and then I just found some carabiner style clips and then screwed them down so that they didn't move around on me, and that's held up. I mean, it took the impact. Drawer system didn't break and it didn't go flying off, so that's pretty good. The secondary battery, this is just a ratchet strap cover, really just to keep, you know, the posts from getting exposed and arcing out on something that I'm tossing back here, because when you got all your camping gear, this gets pretty full back here. But it's got a full mounting plate for it. Fully mounted down, that's solid. As with that second. So the trip was great. We got to see some of the ranches that used to be out there. Dorgan House had the petrified wood fireplace still standing. That's a really cool site. Short trail to hike. Of course, we went out to Maricel Mine, and then also went across the border to Boquillas, the small town of Mexico. And our campsite was just one of the many that are up in the Chisos Basin. And, you know, we do this about once a year, and seen much of Big Bend. It's a great place. Suggest you go check it out. That's going to wrap it up for this video, and probably for a few videos on the Jeeps for a while. As I promised in previous videos, we've already started on Steve's Mustang. Dude, that is bird wing. Got probably a couple of videos that I need to edit and get out to you guys. So thanks for watching, and appreciate all you subscribers.